I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
Open up my eyes! I never misspelled anything! Not once, not one time!
Welcome to my Stephen King series. Stephen King movies are coming out. One of them's It's, one of them's The Dark Towers. We got a good one today to talk about. Holy fuck. If you can't tell, I just watched Sleepwalkers, and I am somehow drunk despite not having drank any alcohol. I wanted to start my Stephen King series with a Hilariocity, because despite the fact that the man is my favorite author, and a lot of his books have been adapted into great films, a lot of films based off of his work, or in this case, a screenplay that he wrote, are not too great. Some of them really give me infectious diseases. So I sat down and watched a few Stephen King films I had never seen that were notoriously bad, including The Mangler, and the film that King himself directed, Maximum Overdrive. But it wasn't until I watched Sleepwalkers that I chose my next Hilariocity. This film has everything that I want in a Hilariocity. An absurd plot, insanely over-the-top, horrendous moments of gore, like 27 cameos from famous celebrities, and tons of murdered cats. Yeah, if you're a major cat lover that can't watch cats die on screen in a movie, even if it's fake, don't watch this film. It's gonna fuck you up hardcore. This movie opens with two cops investigating a murder. There's a whole bunch of cats strung up everywhere, and oh my god, that's Mark Hamill. Nice! Mark Hamill's gonna be in this movie! That's cool. That makes me actually kind of excited. I really like Mark Hamill. You know, he's not really in the movie at all. It's just that one scene. That's just the first of like 5 or 6 random celebrity cameos this movie never tries to explain. Nevertheless, they find a body of a dead girl, but she has braces on her teeth, indicating that she's probably very young. My favorite part of this scene is when the decayed, emaciated, dead skeleton pops out of the closet. It screams. Because we all know that dead bodies scream when they fall out of closets. So after an overly long opening credits scene in which it is confirmed that Stephen King himself wrote this screenplay, we're introduced to a lovely young couple. Man, they look so sweet together. What a great romance. I'm happy for these two people. I hope they live a long and prosperous life together and have children. Oh my god. Mother-son incest within like the first 10 minutes is just the tip of the iceberg with Sleepwalkers. So our main character in this film is named Charles Brady, played by the actor Brian Krause, and he is really crushing on Tanya, a girl in his class. In fact, he's crushing so hard on her that he carves a T into his arm early on in the movie, so that happened. But it seems very clear that him and his mother want Tanya for something. She desperately needs him to get whatever Tanya has to sustain his mother's life. That's made clear fairly early in the movie. What isn't made clear really ever in the film, unless I missed it, is why so many cats are surrounding their house and why they are so deathly afraid of cats. They have traps set up to kill these cats, and there's like 50 of them just hanging out all the time right outside. And they're terrified of the cats. To my knowledge, there's no fucking explanation for any of that bullshit, but it's in the fucking movie, so fuck it. We're introduced to his very aggressive teacher, who plays a very important role later in a scene that just propels the movie's batshitness even more. But he works up the courage to ask Tanya out on a date, and later, when they're at Tanya's house, he discovers her mom has an interest in grave rubbings. His reaction to this is hilarious to me.
My mom does gravestone rubbings. Pretty morbid, huh?
Oh, I like them.
You do?
Yeah.
Ew.
Also, fun fact, Tanya's parents are played by the exact same actors who played the parents in Ferris Bueller's Day Off. For the first act of this movie, despite the incest and the cat bodies and all the weird looks and strange moments, it's kind of a normal teen horror movie, except for the incest stuff. It sets up like what you would expect with a movie like this. Right around here, it just gets amazing. And I honestly put this movie with like The Wicker Man and Troll 2. I mean, it's really fucking bad, but really fucking entertaining. Starting right about now. The overly aggressive teacher pulls over Charles while he's driving and tries to molest him. And my favorite line and moment in the entire movie happens in this scene.
Money this, money that. Well, money is not the only medium of exchange.
You're right, Mr. Fowles. People really should learn to keep their hands to themselves. Here's yours.
That is actually really fucking hilarious. Like, that's actually really funny. Keep your hands to yourselves. Here's yours. That's kind of what I need. And from here on out, this movie is amazing. So pretty soon, the best movie police officer I have ever seen starts following Charles because he's speeding. And during this scene, you can actually see a squirrel that thinks about crossing the road and's like, nope, never mind, fuck that shit. This cop has a cat named Clovis that he always has with him, and he likes to sing really strange songs while he's on duty.
Hey, Clovis. Hey, Clovis, what's up? You catching a nap? Hey, there comes Johnny with his pecker in his hand. He's a one-ball man, and he's off to the rodeo. So, Element live, and Element right. Come on, you fucking turkey, get your right foot right. Get off the stage, you fucking jerk, you know. You piss me off.
But during the car chase, Charles makes an aggressive turn to get out of there, and the cop is suddenly facing down a semi, and his reaction is pretty much the best thing I've ever seen. Now when they're driving side by side and the cop is trying to pull him over, Charles notices Clovis the cat staring back at him and becomes horrified, and this happens.
What the fuck?
Again, the cops' reactions are the best thing in this movie. And yeah, we're gonna get some interesting special effects as well. And makeup. I'm telling you, this movie has it all. This movie's gold. It has it all. It really does. Get this movie. It is actually on Blu-ray, surprisingly. Get it. Get some friends together. If you're drinking, if you're into that kind of thing, go ahead. Take a shot every time something insane happens. You'll get hammered in 5 minutes. So I guess after that car chase, Charles was feeling kind of horny because he goes home and has sex with his mom. I really needed to see that. And oh my god, if you look in the mirror, there's their real forms. That makes it a lot less creepy. So Charles gets Tanya to go with him to a graveyard because her mom is very interested in grave rubbings, and he was able to convince her mother that he also has an interest in grave rubbings. So before they leave, he says this.
I'd better get these out of the way right off. Your mother's gonna want to know some rubbing went on out here.
Me too, Charles.
Now, like I said from the very beginning, every passing scene in this movie gets more nuts than the last one. And finally, Charles decides to show himself to Tanya. They're making out, and it becomes clear that he wants to, suck her life force or her essence out of her. She's terrified. They start fighting in the graveyard. The cop shows up, the same cop from earlier with the cat Clovis, the best cop ever. And before Heath Ledger ever shoved a pencil through anybody's eye, Charles from Sleepwalkers did and said this.
Everything's gonna be all right.
Cop kebab!
That's the best thing I've ever fucking seen in my life. Cop kebab! Oh, shit. And what's even funnier is that throughout the sequence, the cop is, for some reason, still alive. He has a pencil, straight up in his brain, and he's still moving and whatever. He finally dies in a very hilarious way. Now we get yet another cameo scene from the great Stephen King himself, as well as Clive Barker? I'll take it, I guess. I mean, it's entertaining. Just I kind of want to know why. Who cares, I guess. Who fucking cares? Just watch it. Just fucking watch it. So as the cops begin to become aware of the fact that this family has something weird going on, they investigate the kid's house. And suddenly we're greeted with the cinematic presence of Ron Perlman? This movie's perfect!
Look, all you got is one hysterical little girl with a very vivid imagination.
What about the cats?
What about her, Myra? Listen, that little girl needs a good smack on the butt. And if her mom and daddy won't do it, I'll happily volunteer.
But the mom shows up and foils everything.
Maybe it was the wind.
It was not the fucking wind.
You're right, that was not the fucking wind.
The violence in this movie is just hilarious. I don't know if they were trying for it. Like, honestly, if this was actually supposed to be a comedy, okay, well, they succeeded. But if they weren't, like the dad falling into a table, everything just looks funny. It looks like slapstick. Even this guy trying to shoot the gun is hilarious. So if all the cameos we already saw weren't enough, in the very next scene we have the director John Landis and the director Joe Dante in a scene. What's happening? I love this movie! I love it! This movie is so bad, I fucking love it! And again, the very angry mother shows up and stabs someone with a corn cob? Can you stab someone with a corn cob? That'd be the most, like, blunt, flat-ass stab wound ever. And then she bites off Ron Perlman's fingers and breaks his arm by forcing him to elbow himself in the forehead. Oh. She also seems to possess that fantastical gun that killed JFK because she's got some magic bullets. Oh, and some dude's on fire. This movie also has the distinction of featuring an instant cat death. Oh my god, that cat got fucked! Damn! And like I said, what I don't get is the cats. If the cats hate these people, then why are they crowded around them? And if they hate cats, why are the cats there? Like, if they both hate each other, why are they all there? I don't get it. Also, the sleepwalker powers make no sense. They can change the way their cars look by making them invisible and then morphing them into some other model. They can also make them self-invisible if they think hard enough. I don't get it. Like, what are they? Some weird form of vampire, I guess? I don't know. It's fucking weird. Now she's dancing with this strange shapeshifter thing that looks like a swollen, deformed dick. This could not get crazier. This is the Mount Everest of crazy. There is no way it could get any crazier than this. It's going nowhere else more insane than this.
Yes, now, Charles, now! Good, Charles. Feed. Suck her dry. Stop!
I was incorrect. It can. So Charles has finally revealed his true form. So I guess like the weird cat-like face wasn't his real form. If this is his real form, what was the other thing? What were all those other forms? What the hell are these things? When the cop finally sees what this thing actually is, he throws down his shotgun and leaves. I'm sorry, if I saw that and was holding a shotgun, I certainly would not throw it away. I mean, that's probably the last thing I'd do. I'd be like, bitch, I'm going to shoot you in the fucking head. That's what I'd do. This film has been foreshadowing their fear of cats. We're constantly seeing cats all the time. And finally, we get a big arc for the cats because they all jump on this thing and claw on it until it fucking spontaneously combusts. This movie, Sleepwalkers. Not enough people talk about this movie. This is like next level, hilariously awesome and bad. Sleepwalkers. If you've never seen it, it's kind of worth it. If you go in with the right mindset. Like if you're looking for quality, just no. But if you want to watch some entertaining shit, this movie will do it for you. Guys, thank you for watching my first review in my Stephen King series. Look forward to some reviews of some actually very good Stephen King movies coming very soon. You guys are the best, and as always, if you like this, you can click right here and get Stuckmanized.